What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. If you don't know who it is, it's Matthew, also Matthew Entertainment. We are back with another reaction video. Yes, we are. They're not gonna last. I know I keep saying that, but they're not gonna last. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. But this is what we're gonna get for now. Because if you like it for now, you should like, comment, subscribe, and catch me in the next video. Well, this video. So, let's get into this. The title of this video is Jeffree Star in danger after exposing the Illuminati. We all know I'm a fan of Jeffree Star. If you didn't know, now you know. But I'm a fan of his hustle. I'm not a fan of his shenanigans. Oh my god. We'll get right to this.
Racist, YouTube star, ex-Illuminati member? These are just a few ways people talk about Jeffree. Jeffree Star is known across the internet as one of the best examples of a YouTube success story. He soared in popularity with his makeup videos, and for years became a household name. There was a time when everyone in the know had at least one of his products, be it a lipstick or eyeshadow palette, but times have changed, and so has Jeffree. He has gone from a beloved YouTuber to a recluse living on a ranch and ranting about how the Illuminati tried to ruin his life. But we have to wonder if this dramatic change in his living situation is really the act of self-preservation that he claims it to be, or if there's something sinister going on beneath the surface. Did Jeffree Star really expose the Illuminati? So it seems recently that you can't throw a rock without hitting another celebrity claiming to be exposing the truth about Illuminati. Be it Kanye ranting to a group of reporters or cryptic tweets made by Jeffree Star, exposing the Illuminati has become almost a bit of a trend. Now, of course, we can speculate that this is because one person making a stand against this shady, secret society has empowered others to do the same, or we could look for the simplest answer to this mystery, and that's if anything has actually ever really been exposed. In 2020, famous YouTuber and makeup community icon Jeffree Star announced that he was packing up and moving to Wyoming, which on its own isn't that odd. However, the COVID-19 pandemic changed a lot of things for a lot of people. YouTubers are no exception. Many people decided that they didn't want to stay living in highly populated areas such as California. Jeffree wasn't the first YouTuber to decide to move during this time, with one well-known example and fellow member of the beauty community, Safiya Nygaard, moving from LA to Philadelphia in 2021. The difference between the moves, however, is that Saf and Tyler never claimed to be on the run from the Illuminati and, as far as we know, have no intention of quitting YouTube to open a yak farm. It sounds insane when you think about it. Jeffree Star left a channel with 15.9 million subscribers, bringing him on average $15 million in ad revenue each year to go raise yaks, a profession Jeffree had never shown any public interest in or experience with before his announcement. At the time of his announcement of quitting YouTube, Jeffree gave a countdown to his fans.
2 more videos and then I'm done.
He claimed that the reason he was doing this is because people are simply not interested in YouTube anymore.
Videos for who? For what? No one's clicking them anymore. No one cares about YouTube.
When you look at the views on his channel, you can see that there has been a sharp decline in people watching him, with his average video in the last few months only just about getting over 1 million views. Compare this to a few years ago when Jeffree was easily clearing 10 million a video, you can see why he would feel this way. So at first, it sounded like Jeffree was planning to jump the sinking ship that was his YouTube channel and set up a new source of income while he still could. This seems like a very sensible move, as owning land and livestock tends to be pretty stable. However, Jeffree didn't leave things as simple as that, because he started claiming that his career was ruined by none other than the Illuminati, in a series of bizarre tweets that made people think Jeffree's Twitter account must have been hacked. He said things like, "In 2020, I was going to expose everything. In a matter of days, the Hollywood elite tried to ruin my entire career, villainize me, and flood the news with lies to discredit me. If you guys only knew the truth about what they're doing to Britney and Kanye." Jeffree claims that the change in his views has less to do with people losing interest in his content and YouTube as a platform, and more to do with a shady conspiracy designed to take him down. He went on to say he escaped the Illuminati in 2020, and that's why his career was starting to crumble. Not that he had a long history of problematic views and content and was finally being held accountable. Not that during this time, TikTok really became the powerhouse else and craze that we all know, and Jeffree simply didn't adapt as well as others did. Not that during a global pandemic, when millions of people lost their jobs and homes, Jeffree was doing house tours of his mansion in Florida and showing off the new $700,000 car he bought. No, none of that. All of his bad luck must have been caused by the Illuminati that he was trying to expose. But did he really expose them? Jeffree said himself that anyone who challenges them gets eliminated. Maybe it's his own sense of self-preservation that kept him from going any further. Yet, can we really say that he has exposed the Illuminati when all he has really done is make some vague tweets about escaping them? At this point, pretty much everyone knows about Jeffree Star and his controversy of the week. You can barely scroll through his channel without seeing a new apology video pop up. It got to a point where he would make a video, and then the next time he posted, it would be responding to backlash or apologizing for something problematic he said or did in the video. Jeffree's controversies almost became part of his brand. People started watching his content for the drama just as much for the makeup. But as time went on, people were less and less accepting of his controversies, especially when you consider the political situation of 2020, with people storming the American Capitol and the Black Lives Matter movement. Suddenly, all of Jeffree Star's past racism and involvement in the neo-Nazi movement were not just problematic parts of his past, but serious things to consider in the present. It didn't help Jeffree's case that around this time, he was collaborating with Shane Dawson, another problematic YouTuber with a history of racism, after a video surfaced of Shane making gestures towards a poster of an 11-year-old Willow Smith. He was being called out by the celebrity family. So at a time when Jeffree is under fire for his own problematic behaviors and the fellow YouTuber he was working with is being canceled, what does Jeffree do? He claims he's being attacked by the Illuminati and that he is really the victim here. Look, Jeffree is not the first person to try and use someone else as a way to excuse his bad behaviors. I mean, kids do it all the time, but they're taught pretty quickly that it's not acceptable. But of course, Jeffree provided proof that the Illuminati was after him, and it wasn't all just him trying to direct people's attention away from his problematic past, right? Well, no, actually, to this date, he hasn't provided any real evidence that could confirm his story. What he has done, however, is direct people's attention away from himself towards a secret organization. It's likely he's doing this because conspiracy theories are much more interesting to focus on than yet another racist YouTuber. Unfortunately for Jeffree, people are seeing through this and calling him out on it. Many people were seeing this as not only a way for Jeffree to shift the attention away from his own racism, but also the many issues coming from his makeup line. Star Cosmetics has been Jeffree's big moneymaker for years, and people have been noticing that it's not of the quality as its price would demand. In 2017, a girl thought she found human hair in her JSC Skin Frost highlighters and tweeted about it. This caused Jeffree to respond quite nastily and blocked her so he wouldn't turn it into a circus. This wasn't a contained incident, as there are claims that his Valentine mystery boxes contain dried up lipstick. Now, what's more likely? That in the manufacturing process run by a millionaire, corners were cut to save money, or that a secret society is set on ruining Jeffree's brand? But Jeffree isn't the only celebrity likely trying to hide behind the promises of exposing the Illuminati to cover problematic views. We all know who has named names and has political aspiration and has been accused of having an affair with Jeffree Star. The things we know about Kanye West and Jeffree Star are that they both have neo-Nazi inclinations, with Kanye being very openly anti-Semitic and Jeffree being seen wearing Nazi imagery in the Lipstick Nazi campaign. And funnily enough, when these two were held accountable for their actions, they started blaming the Illuminati. So, in case you missed it, Kanye recently went on a rant to the paparazzi about members of the Illuminati and how they were the ones to kill his mother.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
This came after a man viciously attacked a Jewish man after shouting Kanye 2024. Doesn't seem like a coincidence that these two are using the same tactics to disrupt the narrative surrounding them. They both have a lot to lose, and using the Illuminati's supposedly bad treatment of them as a scapegoat is pretty brilliant. In 2021, rumors of Kanye circulated following his divorce from Kim Kardashian and starting a relationship with Jeffree, who lived close by. Jeffree played into these rumors as they were another narrative that he could control and use to avoid dealing with the issues he was creating.
Anyways,
Yeah.
don't
Give her one moment.
No, but yeah, absolutely.
She
not.
made it up, and I guess it made sense. I live in Wyoming. I live in Hidden Hills. Okay, we both live in the same area.
It's the way it was mapped out, I guess. It sounded good and started off the new year with a bang.
Jeffree admitted that he played into it, and while he did dismiss the claims on the Logan Paul, he did also hint that there are plenty of other rappers interested in him.
After this, we'll show you my phone. You can see all your friends and rappers DMing me. They're fucking news.
We could take this as Jeffree not wanting to burn another potential distraction. So he liked to let people theorize and run away with ideas because it gets them talking about things other than his racism, his ties to neo-Nazis, and the drop in quality of his makeup brand. Jeffree, in his tweets where he supposedly exposed the Illuminati, said, "If you guys only knew the truth about what they're doing to Britney and Kanye, Kanye has a lot of supporters and a lot of traction online from his exposing of the Illuminati, and it seems like Jeffree is trying to piggyback off of that. He's trying to make his claims sound more legitimate by backing up the stories of another celebrity. He's also trying to grab sympathy by talking about Britney, as the Free Britney movement has seen a recent resurgence with people concerned for her safety. He is confirming what people thought was going on so that they will latch on to him and support what he does next. But through doing that, he's taking attention away from serious conversations about Kanye's neo-Nazi ties and the potentially abusive situation Britney is trapped in. Jeffree Star is a celebrity that is floundering. His YouTube channel is not as successful as it once was, and now he's changing his way of life. If this is a way to escape the Illuminati, or just the sinking ship he made himself throughout his problematic behaviors, we simply cannot know. We can only ask ourselves if we think Jeffree is really in danger from the Illuminati, or if he's just another celebrity trying to shift the blame to someone else. Let us know in the comments what you think. Or if he's just another celebrity trying to shift the blame to someone else. Let us know in the comments what you think.
Alright, y'all, that's all for this video. If you know what to do. I'm gonna tell you, I tell you this almost every day. But if you don't know and you're new to this channel, like, comment, subscribe. And let's talk about it in the comments. What do you think? That's you. Ew, what is that? Anyways, let's talk about it in the comments. I'm out.